So I tried recording this review yesterday and the audio came out really bad. I was trying to use my new soundboard and everything and it just did not pan out. So now I'm just using a mic stand now and my Yeti, which is totally cool. I was just using a standard microphone for it because it did have really good sound on it and I wanted to try it out, of course. But anyways, let's get to the review, shall we? Alt J's relaxer, is it good? Let's find out. Sorry about the background noise, I'm with puppies right now. There's a bunch of them and of course their mom. So excuse the background noise, just bear with me here. So the band Alt J is this like indie pop slash art rock slash folk tronica slash just alternative music in general. And they make some pretty interesting music. It's pretty cool. The band used to consist of 4 people, now only 3, with members like Joe Newman, which he does the lead guitar and lead vocals, which is cool, you know. Thon Sonny Green, if I said that right, he does the drums, also cool. Then you got Gus Hamilton, which does keyboard and background vocals, which, you know, all this is cool. Just giving you some info just to digest. You're like, okay, I got a gist of some of the people in this band, I guess. And with Alt J, they've made 2 previous albums, both pretty good in their own rights. I would have to say An Awesome Wave is the better of the 2, but This Is Yours is also a great album. It's just a little more slow for my liking, and it does have some really beautiful instrumentations in there, and some really great lyrics and all, but overall, it's just not my cup of tea for, like, listening to an album fully. Sometimes I'll just have to, like, turn it off or whatnot. Their first album, An Awesome Wave, just set the bar so high. Like, it's crazy good. It's really weird, too. Like, his vocals, Joe Newman's vocals, are definitely interesting. He has this crazy weird voice, but I love it. It's so different than what I'm used to, and you can really see it in the song Breeze Blocks that just has this really great hooks in there, like whenever he goes da na 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 na, do you know where the, yeah, I'm not gonna sing the song here, but it is super great and just has some really cool instrumentations going on in that song. And then you got songs like Tessellate, and then you got Dissolve Me, which Dissolve Me is like my favorite off that album for some odd reason. It's a slower song. It's a very playful and joyful, and I just like it. It's very relaxing. And now we get to Relaxer, weirdly enough. So Relaxer began recording around August 2016 to January 2017, and was produced by Charlie Andrew, which, holy crap, this guy, he's a talented one, I'm not gonna lie. This is some great Class A producing here. It sounds great. Because you can hear all these intricate details within the song, even with the, like, I've listened to this album at least a couple times now, or more. I've listened to the singles, like, a ton. And, like, you can really hear the plucks of the guitar in there, and the work that just went into making this sound like it's live at the same time, and just bravo to you, man, bravo. This album has a focus on dream pop aspects and indie rock, of course, and I'd have to say it has a touch of desert rock thrown in there, especially with the first track, WW3, which is very kind of guitar heavy, and then also has these nice string sections in there, and some really good lyrics in there about loving in your own way to someone that you care about, and anyone can really relate to that. Then you got the second song on the album, In Cold Blood, and I've listened to this song probably over 100 times now because it's on my 25 most played songs of all time right now, which is crazy. I listen to it every time I get in my car. I want to listen to that song. I put it on my playlist, and I'm ready to roll. And I always want to put my sunglasses on and sing 0011, crime zeros, and now I'm hearing 111s. It's so good. Just this really nice brass section comes in there and just steals the show, and also his very catchy hooks that kind of are reminiscent of Breeze Blocks, not gonna lie about that, of course, and it's a little noticeable, but I think it's a little better than Breeze Blocks, honestly. It just has this more badass tone to it. And it also has a kick-ass music video about a little mouse and in a like crime scene, and I just go check it out. It's really interesting and very, very well shot, by the way. And then for the third track, they have The House of the Rising Sun, which is a different rendition of that song. I was kind of hoping it was going to be an original song, but weirdly enough, this song does work within the album really well, especially how they do it, because it's like so different than what you would expect, especially after listening to the Five Finger Death Punch version of the song. It totally trumps over that, by the way, in my personal opinion. But to me, I'm not a really big fan of having covers on an album. Just kind of seems kind of tacked on, but in this case, it does tie in really, really well. You got a B-52s inspired song, Hit Me Like and Snare. I think I said that right. This definitely has some punk inspiration in there, and he goes crazy at one point with his vocal range, and it sounds awesome, and I love it. I hope he does it more because it sounds badass. This song is badass. It's just a good jamming tune. Puppies, are you okay? I think they're okay. They're okay. They're just mom's licking them right now. Then you got the song Dream Crush, and it's an okay tune. It's not like crazy, like, oh my god, but it's good. It has some good synths in there, and it just feels like a typical alt-J song that would be in the middle of an album, which it is, and it works. It works perfectly fine. I like listening to it. Dream Crush is just average for me. It's not a song I'm gonna be really getting into as much. Maybe in the future it might become one of those tracks, maybe. And then with the last three tracks on this album, it just really slows down in a good way, and it's so beautiful. The instrumentations are just perfect on all three of these songs, and it really just closes the album on a high note, especially with the last song, Pleader, which just is amazing. It is truly a great song, and it just gets me right here, and I really, really appreciate that. And just the instrumentations on this, like you're hearing flutes, of course, orchestra-like music, and just comes together really, really well. And I really do love the last three tracks, especially with Last Year having a guest vocal. I almost want to say it's like Wolf Alice is the lead singer, because she did, I'm pretty sure, did the vocals with Joe Newman on 3WW in the beginning track, but I'm not exactly sure on that. It kind of sounds like her, it kind of doesn't at the same time, but you know. But overall, I really, really love this album. I think it's probably one of the best albums to come out this year, honestly. It's a 5 out of 5 for me, easily that. And I'm gonna keep listening to it. That's all I want to listen to right now is this album, because it's so beautiful. It's really very well put together, and I definitely support this. Please listen to this. Don't be listening to Halsey album. It's not that good. In my opinion, it's not that good, and you know, it's just kind of sad. Even Dan Auerbach's album's better than that album. That's saying something. Anyways, I hope you liked this video, and have a great one, and peace.